Hey there, Brian Kerr here. I'm currently playing PPAs, APPs, and minor league pickleball. I'm a 5'0", 5'5" player right now, and today I'm going to review the new Perseus JOOLA paddle. So let's take a look. We got the JOOLA here. It's 16 millimeter. It is a bit thicker than the others. I've added lead tape, and I also put this ProLite electrical tape over it with some overgrips. So this is a little bit thicker than it comes standard. Comes in about 8 ounces. I like my paddles a bit heavier, so it has a bit more plow through on the drives, as well as a bit more feel for smaller motions on the dinks. I was playing with this before, the Solaire. I found this to be the most playable of all the JOOLA paddles. I really liked it for its spin. Does lose a little bit of power given that it's just a shorter length, but it is 14 millimeters, so you get some of that power back with some additional feel on the ball. I'm deciding to switch over to the Perseus because I'm going to start playing singles tournaments, and that extra ½ inch actually is really helpful. And in addition, I really like this handle because I can actually put 2 hands down for a 2-handed backhand. You know, I have this carbon here just to show you kind of the two models and how similar they are. The shape is very similar up top. The only difference is at the bottom here, this is a bit rounder, where this one actually tapers up almost like an inverted curve that way. And that actually is really nice if you want 2 hands on the paddle. I find holding it from my kind of in a 2-hander's favor for that one. Now, just going around about the shot selections, like how it feels on all the shots, definitely coming from the Solaire, I felt like all the drive stinks, rolls, everything was a lot more buttery. That's one part from the 16 millimeter. And that's just a change that I'm getting used to. I actually like the buttery feel, but some people might find the responsiveness or like the feedback if you miss hit a shot, leaving a little bit to be desired on this particular paddle. You have to be really committed to your shots. The thing I do like though is because it's unibody, the carbon fiber goes all the way down into the handle. You get quite a bit more pop than all the other JOOLA paddles that I've played with so far. I do like kind of the additional reach and actually adjusting from this wider head shape to this one. I thought I was gonna have a lot of mishits. In my first few days of playtesting, I haven't had that many. I've been able to kind of make a contact on the ball with all the shots, so that adjustment wasn't hard. One thing I have noticed, you know, I added a bit of weight here on the sides. You can see it under the tape. I have about 5 grams on both sides. I find that just allows for a little extra plow through. But what I've noticed, even though my overall weight is just shy of like 8.8 ounces now, I still can't take a big swing at dinks, which is actually to my benefit. I get away with really small movements. But at the same time, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of adjustment coming from a 14 millimeter paddle that was a bit heavier than what I was playing with to this. And that's pretty much because this paddle has a lot more pop. I don't really need to swing much, even though I have it set up lighter. Just given how it's a unibody, you can really minimize your movements and then be much faster at the net. I've only played with this paddle for a few days now, but I'm really liking everything that's happening. The serves have gotten a lot of extra power, and I attribute that to the unibody as well. And then just the carbon fiber surface has kind of as much spin as the Solaire. It might be even a little bit more. So this is definitely one of the spinniest JOOLA paddles out there. For all you that are playing tournaments and you're thinking about making a switch, I can highly recommend this one. I'm gonna be playing with it at my next tournament and kind of going from there. I think there's still a few more modifications that I might need to do kind of with the overall weight setup. I'm actually trying to get the paddle a bit lighter so I can have faster hands at the net. But outside of that, I think for the first few days of playtesting, it's a really fantastic paddle. Anyone who's played with the carbon, I think it plays very similar with probably a bit more spin. And of course, you know, Ben Johns and other top players have been playing with it, like Staxrud, for a long time. So if you're considering this, definitely give it a try. It's, I think, about 250 bucks now, but definitely worth it.